James, man, I hate to say I told you so, but this is the day where if there was any if there were any holdouts, if there were people in the YouTube comment sections that there are a couple people that I've been revisiting their comments over the months that may have disagreed with us, that may have, just seen the stuff we say and think it's something we're just being mean to live. We're
Yeah,
just
we hating. We just hating.
we just hating. We just don't get it, and Liv deserves all this shit. One, you can take all that deserve shit and throw that shit like a Randy Johnson baseball. But James, I just can't say that I'm too shocked when you have a babyface look this bad in a title match, tap out, and then retain the championship through ridiculous means, and then she walks out there the next night with a lame duck championship and pretend that her getting booed is a surprise.
I'm with you, and I also want to add the part where she was treated like a loser before she even got to Money in the Bank to do all this.
Yes.
So it's even goes further back than even you described it as such.
So how don't they see it? Why are they so blinded?
Well,
They are telling you every step of the way.
Yeah.
They don't care. This is not real. This is a loser, regardless of what the falls say. This is someone that is presented in a way where they will not win. Winning transcends the 1, 2, 3 count. And then WWE isn't helping, and their wrestlers and their commentators just being baffled why this person that they booked like a geek gets a response like that. It's just so rude and disrespectful of the fans to boo Liv, to not allow her to talk, to this is, you make a geek and then a geek gonna get reacted to.
Yeah, so
it's that simple.
Who had to report that the locker room was upset about Liv getting booed?
I don't know
who had to report exactly. You saw it though.
I saw it, and I saw Rhea Ripley sending stuff out when you're tired of these people. She was kind of in character being a heel, but it's the same. Mm-hmm. It's the same overall mentality of these fans are wrong.
Yeah,
and all this stuff.
And also there was I saw something getting circulated on my timeline about people talked about this promo that Becky Lynch had against Liv about a year ago, talking about these fans are fickle and they'll turn on you, and it's okay. So much of this has been solved, if you will, with the rise of AEW and the people that were so negative on the product, the people that would bring out beach balls, come to WrestleMania, fly their ass on a plane to come to WrestleMania weekend, then decide to show up to the Superdome to shit on Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar with beach balls and the wave and all that kind of stuff. They have left the fandom and have gone to AEW. So there have been times since the pandemic, and also fans coming back post-pandemic. Not post-pandemic, no six post-pandemic, but post, let's say shutdown, right? Coronavirus shutdown, where fans have came back, and these crowds are far more accommodating of WWE, whatever. So there's less of the people that love pro wrestling, but think that WWE was putting out a bad version of pro wrestling. Therefore, there's AEW around, so there's something for them to watch instead of this. And the crowds have been better. Maybe I'm mistaken on this. I probably am, but it feels like this is the first time there was a real situation where somebody that would have gotten booed 4 years ago got the boo birds. And quite frankly,
is it a case of where they thought we got rid of those people, but maybe they did not?
Yeah. And quite frankly, anybody with that just was like had their fingers on the pulse of all this would have been like, hey, normally just Pavlovian in a Pavlovian way, anytime someone taps out in a big match, like the fans next time they see them, bombard them with "you tapped out" chants. So maybe we should have something for Liv just in case. That did not happen. So
And James,
she got boot.
Her next opponent was decided that night. Her next opponent is Shayna Baszler.
Right. Who is what? A submission specialist.
This is over. This is ending quickly.
So, what I want to say is, I understand why people like Liv, right? There are a lot of people that like her, that like, even beyond the "you deserve it" type of thing, like they just, or there's multiple reasons to like Liv, right? There's also the part where like she's an attractive looking woman. She gives off a vibrance, if you will, that tends to attract a certain subsect of pro wrestling fan that I rather not communicate with.
She paints tears on, so it's like she's constantly crying.
Now you boo. Now you getting petty. Now you getting petty. Like I just spent like most of today like having to suffer, if you will. JD from Red Leaf Retrocast, like Nanai hate. Now I'm hearing this, like, and it's like I get the jokes. I appreciate the jokes, but so when we get more to the Liv thing, is like I get it. She works hard. She has improved. She is somebody that came out the PC thing or whatever else, and like has stuck around, and people take a liking to her, even when she's doing the Avril Lavigne stuff to now. And they feel like her sticking around is her persevering, even though I think persevering would involve some winning at some point, but whatever. We're here now. She's champion now. So I guess the winning is now being done for the persevering, even though it looks like shit and that's why people are booing her. But it doesn't even neither here nor there. So a number of people are invested in her, and like we're here to tell y'all, like, hey, bro, this is going to end badly for you. Like, and this isn't just a particularly her thing. They have been bad at booking for years, and especially when it comes to baby faces. And you look at people like Kofi Kingston, you look at people like Big E, people that people really genuinely like, and like what WWE does, if people are generally likable, they will find a way to screw it up.
And then we're not talking about someone that's a 10-time tag team champion that has won every single belt available.
Or like a Becky Lynch, who was like a cornerstone of the women's division and also like the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion.
Bro, it's like, what the fuck did y'all think was going to happen, man? Like, it's like, I hate to get flagrant in those terms, right? But it's like, if Liv was so bad before, right? We always talk about this improvement that she had, right? So like, as bad as it was for her, what was her over? If we were 2K rating her, right? What was the overall before, and what's the overall now that we should just be rejoicing over her improvement for?
Probably like net 5.
So we're talking about a 5-point difference.
Maybe.
From what did she go from? A 65 to a 70?
She probably went from like bottom of the division to middle of the division.
Man, I implore y'all, seek better. You know, like we talk about improvement. You know. It ain't exactly like the 2020 to the 2021 Saya Kamatani improvement. It's not exactly that. Higher. Have higher standards.
Yeah. It ain't exactly like, Dean Ambrose to Jon Moxley. It's not exactly that level of improvement.
Like,
no.
Like, what are we really doing? Like, as far as like this improvement stuff, it's like, is this one of the 5 best wrestlers in WWE? No. For women, is this one of the 10 best women's wrestlers in WWE? No. So like stop this, y'all. In love, let it go. It's going to end badly.
I'm with you, Rich. I will also but I would point out, I feel like we have to point out, it's WWE. It's a lot of people that do not give a flying fuck
Everyone
about the
gets a
wrestling,
turn.
about the
Yes.
improvement as a pro wrestler. It's all about if you get TV time, we should care about you. And look, in certain aspects, I get it. We grew up on it, and that if you are featured, therefore you are important. And she was featured. She was featured to go out there and fucking lose and be like, for me personally, right? In a well ran split down the middle women's division where there's
You
a
need
Raw division and a
lives.
SmackDown division. You need lives to be like the number 3 baby face that's going to go out there and be the underdog baby face, whatever else.
And do what at the end of the day, James?
Lose. As a number 3 baby face, underdog baby face, your job is to go out there and lose. And they threw her this bone, and after they thrown her this bone, they have done nothing but, I wouldn't say sabotage, is too strong a word, but
they did not set her up for success.
They have made people now look up and realize, oh, there really was no reason to really like her, because like she was always a loser. She cashed in on somebody after the middle of a championship match. That person had them dead to rights, so they until she took advantage of the injury that this champion had in the middle of the match. And then when the rematch and the fair one happened, Liv, the babyface, fucking tapped out before she actually won the match. And like it's giving off a lot of early 2017 Bayley, like when Bayley won that belt against Charlotte, but needed Sasha's help because she was Sasha's pet project. And then at the end, Stephanie comes out and says, you're letting people down by doing this, right? And then Bayley goes, basically, she yells hell no, but basically was like, I don't care to let people down. I'm the champion now. I got what I wanted. And then next thing you know, she gets through WrestleMania. And then she gets to the show in her hometown, and they make her do a fucking geek. And then lead up to that, they did the knockoff This Is Your Life thing that killed her dead as a doorknob. And then look what happened. Like they turned her to a heel to try to rehab her, and like this is so far below what it could have been. And people are so happy that they actually like gave Bayley the chance that they pretended this was great, even though it sucks. Like Bayley and Seth Rollins are both in that same thing where it's like, they're doing stuff. It's not horrible, but it's
James,
not great either. But
Sami Zayn has been a heel for 6 years.
Yeah.
What?
Sam just said it. 2019 Rollins vibes. I didn't even look at that until just now.
Look at that. Sir Sam with the 3 months. Appreciate you. Luthero Negro says, I still remember that vignette where Liv tried to jump Becky at the gym and got beat up. Yes. Oh, my God. The signs are there. Please, and I mean please, like when they appear in front of you, don't turn your head this way. Don't do this. Like, don't do
How
this.
How many weeks was it before they were teamed up where it was almost like they put Liv and Rhea together, and Rhea was out here, and people were saying all types of crazy things about those two being together.
Mm-hmm.
How long was before Rhea said, "I've had enough of Liv"? It wasn't long.
It had to be like 3 weeks or something.
It wasn't long.
It went through WrestleMania, but it was like
it was not long.
It was like a month before WrestleMania, like in the month after WrestleMania, so it couldn't have been that long.
Right, and you see what I mean? It's like, obviously WWE is scatterbrained as far as presentation at times and storylines, whatever else. But like, when it's as consistent as like this person is a loser over and over and over again,
believe them.
In that particular case, believe it. Like, it's one thing where like they won't beat you, whatever else, and you might be thrown off like the Aleister Black thing for forever, where like he just was never beaten for forever. But like when you are a loser forever, it's very rare that like they're actually gonna like really go with you and make you like or whatever else and make them change their mind unless you're like Daniel Bryan.
And we're not talking about someone with overwhelming charisma or promo ability that can repeatedly just get themselves back over.
This ain't no Eddie Kingston.
She's just there on the show.
Yeah.
Is that the requirement now? They just have to be on the show for a long time? Because if it is, let us know.